Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Mercedes. As the intro said, I do a lot of holistic living. I am a health and wellness coach and a health and nutrition coach. I also have degrees in holistic nutrition. I am a mom, and we do a lot of frugal living and a lot of basic just surviving in this day and age with trying to be a little bit more mindful, consciousness, sustainability, everything guys, all rolled into one. I put so many of my interests into these videos that if today's video, which is a bullet journal, doesn't interest you, then maybe next week's video, which will be probably a cooking video, not gonna lie, it is fall, will probably interest you. Let me real fast address the elephant in the room of why this video is so late. As you can hear a little bit in my voice, we have been sick all month. We have been sick, and it has been a roller coaster along with being sick, as we're putting our dashboard up here, guys. I did this bullet journal spread like the first week of, not even the first full week, like the first week, which was like, I probably actually did it on the 3rd or the 4th. And I had it all filmed and ready to go as we, in the wise words of Disturbed, came down with the sickness. So we have been, as a family, passing said sickness around the house. My kids came home with it. I had it. I still, as you can hear in my voice, I'm getting over it. There has been a lot of soup, a lot of hydrating, a lot of medications. I'm not that crunchy, guys. We do take medications in this house. So if you guys are wondering what type of holistic living and stuff, I'm not that crunchy. I am semi-crunchy, if that helps some people, if anybody still uses the term crunchy in this day and age. So if that helps, if you're new here, hi, welcome. But yeah, we spent the first 3 weeks of this month totally sick. My kids had fall break on the week of the 6th, and they were sick the entire time. I then got really sick, and I had to leave work and go home like 2-3 times. Like, I went to work, came back, went to work, came back. But really, I probably should have just taken days in a row off instead of trying to force myself to go back into work. But, you know, with this economy, guys, you know, you gotta go to work, But I kept coming home. And then, while I was sick, if you guys aren't new here, you probably saw my post the other day, that my mom passed away. She was a YouTuber, and she had updated her people on YouTube that she was dealing with a brain tumor, and, it was bad, and she had one surgery for it, and it was beautiful. It went great, but she took her health into her own hands, and she is, now in a better place. And yeah, her videos are still live on YouTube, and I really hope that they stay live. I do go back and watch her videos. Sorry, I'm getting a little choked up, so I'm sorry about that. That horrible sound I just made. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so that happened. She passed away on the 15th. While I was still sick, and I had no voice. So this is the best I've gotten my voice back so far. We're still getting over being sick. We're still getting over all the emotions. We won't be over all the emotions, but we're still getting used to the emotions and the new. Excuse me, I keep making that awful noise. I'm so sorry, guys. But yeah, so we're still getting used to everything, and we're still just learning how to go about now and everything. Well, you know. So anyway, that is the elephant in the room. But thank you guys for coming back to the channel. I saw that while I was gone, I got a couple of new subscribers, so welcome all. I hope you guys stay. I did try to film some videos, really fast, along with that last thought. I tried to film a couple videos while I was sick and while all this stuff was happening, because cooking is one of my coping mechanisms. That's why I got a degree in holistic nutrition and everything. But cooking is like one of my safe places and everything. So I did film a couple videos when it comes to cooking, and I'm really trying to get them to look nice and come out, because just so you guys know, there is a video that I am going to be, editing here very soon, and that was probably the day after my mom had passed, and I was crying the entire time. So it will be a voiceover video, but when that one comes out, you guys know that is, that was my big coping mechanism, everything. My sourdough starter is popping, so after I'm done with this, I get to go and do some stuff with sourdough and everything. So yeah, we've been making sourdough the whole time. Not the whole time I've been sick. I kept it in the fridge for like a week, so but I will have some videos on sourdough coming out. I've not filmed the entire sourdough thing, but I will be filming more of the sourdough stuff. So because now we're going to put them on the calendar. Of course, my calendar is my regular 6x6 boxes and everything. Let's get into the actual bullet journaling, guys, because you guys know that my bullet journal videos are bullet journal and brain dump. So apologies to anybody that doesn't like the brain dumps, but also thank you to everybody that does like the brain dumps. Leave me your comments down below, and I like reading them. I like knowing that you guys are all on the same page with me and everything. Real fast, let's do the moons, because some of you guys I know do come here for the moons, and even though we're halfway through the month, let's recap what the moons were and what the next one coming up is. So on the 7th, we had a full moon. On the 13th, we had a last quarter moon. On the 21st, which for me was last night, is the new moon, which I'm still feeling the energy and everything with it. It's a very lovely feeling of the new moon energy right now. And then on the 29th, we have our first quarter moon. And then holidays this month, of course, are Halloween. But if you are a practitioner like I am of any discipline, I suppose, because some people have asked me, because if you guys aren't new here, I have made witchy videos in the past, and this is why we do the moons. But Samhain is coming up, and a lot of people have asked me, they're like, well, what's your religious subscription? What do you consider yourself? And at this moment in time, I just consider myself a witch. I am very much in between a lot of the traditional religions, but I just do what feels right. And if there's any advice I can give to anybody looking for where they belong in religion, is do what feels right. Don't force yourself to conform to something that doesn't feel right, especially if, like, what turns me off a lot about some things is if they heavily go into the prosperity gospel. I'm not big on the prosperity gospel, guys. I'm really not. So if you dwell on it a lot, I'm gonna get turned off. Like, really turned off big time. We do have a church that we go to out here in Phoenix. I'm not going to let you guys know what that one is, but I think it's an all-denomination type church, and that's nice. That's nice. The preacher's nice and everything. But yeah, it's just whatever feels right. And if you don't feel like it's right and you don't feel like it's a good environment, don't put yourself into it. That's what I can say, religious standpoint. And along with like the grieving process and everything, a lot of people have asked me, especially recently, they're like, well, can I pray with you? And I say, absolutely. I will take prayers of any type when it comes to that, which is it's very nice to be able to be on that wavelength and be able to accept prayers from many different religions, because many prayers are just beautiful. Listening to the prayers and everything, they're just beautiful. But yeah, you guys know that in the front of my bullet journal, I have a fully dedicated section for my Book of Shadows pages. I used to put them in my monthlies, but now I just have them in the front. And then I have other journals off to the side, which I don't show a lot online, if at all, because those are mine, and I like to keep them to me. We've gotten off the bullet journal again. I'm sorry, guys. We passed by a meal prep section that is mostly empty, but I do like it enough that I think I'm going to use it again for November, the same type of setup. And then the garden, of course, the garden, guys. I have a couple more videos that I have filmed about the garden, and I put quarter 2 into 2 parts, and I don't know if I have a third part of quarter 2, but I do have some more garden videos coming if you guys are interested in the garden videos, Arizona garden videos, because it's hard to garden out here in Arizona. So having a little bit of inspiration from somebody who has legitimately tried almost everything and failed a lot is nice to have, because I love looking for those videos myself. They're very good inspiration videos. The style of weeklies that we're doing here in this page, we're nearly done if you guys are watching the timing of the video. The style of the weeklies we are doing here, I have done them before, and it is what, 12 slots. So I did plan, and you can see some of my indecisiveness coming up in the video for like a hot moment. But I did plan on, when I was doing this, combining my weekends together. So Saturday, Sunday on the same brick. But, excuse me. Now that I'm not finishing out the October like weekly spreads in here because I have so much unused space, I just went ahead and I just did 1 day per area. Not slick transition. You guys like that? You guys catch that? Feel free to go back and take a look at that. It's okay. So yeah, so I am not finishing out the month of weeklies in here. I am just reusing empty slots and using the space that I allocated, even though I didn't use them in the moment that they were allocated for because of being sick and everything. I do have a spot for our habits and everything, which I am also using a digital habit tracker right now because I have a Samsung phone, and Samsung Health actually put like a type of habit tracker beta thing in, so I've been kind of using that kind of habit beta tracker and everything. I've liked it so far, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep kind of using that, but I do still like to have my habits on the page, so I will probably, like I said, using the empty slots for the days and weeks coming up, or the days and week coming up. There's only 1 more week in this month. Gosh, it's a week and a half, because we're on Wednesday. Yeah, I'm going to use those empty slots, so I probably will put the dates that certain habits happened on, and really utilize all that space, because I don't like having empty spots in my bullet journal. I do go back a lot and use a lot of the empty spots. So I'm sorry that this is such a scatterbrained video. I am scatterbrained. I'm very sorry. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys liked the overall setup. There's, you know, stickers and screamy stuff, and, you know, I tried, and then the month exploded on me. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will hopefully see you all in the next video. If you're not subscribed, please do so. Please give this video a thumbs up. It helps a lot. And leave me a comment, but down below. I love to read them. We'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.